for another style in the City Collection by Belle Tress. This is Montecito. I have it in the Milkshake Blonde R, and we're also going to do an unboxing of Oyster Gray. I can't wait to see this with everybody. Coming up. Salon fresh and perfection. Those are two of the adjectives that come to mind when describing this new Montecito style by Belle Tress. Remember, you can find this one at Wig Studio 1. If you drop below the video and expand the description box, you'll find a direct product link. It'll be labeled Belle Tress Montecito. If you click on the link, it'll take you out to the site. You can see all of the colors and the pricing. Belle Tress is an automatic 30% off at checkout at Wig Studio 1. Now, if you know me, you know that I do prefer curl and wave. I'm not the biggest fan of a straight style. However, when the layering is done to perfection, it just works. I think the main thing is, how does it frame the face? And I say that this is salon fresh because the precision of the layering just looks like I stepped out of a high-end salon. So in the front, you're going to see about a 13-inch front piece. However, I do believe there is a 7-inch layer hidden up in the fringe, and it just sweeps back to help create a nice feathery look. There is a forward sweeping movement on the side layers, and overall it's about 13 inches. There's a bit of an underwave giving it that forward movement and the appeal of some body. However, this is an extreme light density. So there's a low amount of fiber, but there's plenty to cover the wefting. You have an extended, ear-to-ear extended lace front, left monofilament side part. This is a part of the new City Collection by Belle Tress. It features those extended lace features, which are the lace front left mono part. And it also has Velcro adjusters. We're going to go through the cap here in just a moment, but these are certainly some welcome upgrades coming from Belle Tress. If you like styles like Upstage, for instance, by Raquel Welch, I think you're going to love this. This is going to have a lighter density compared to that Upstage, but it has a similar appeal. So it can look polished and well done. It can also just flutter with natural movement, giving it a more casual look. In fact, I've been tossing this ever since I started the review, and it just seems to bring out that layering even more, doesn't it? This is the heat-friendly fiber by Belle Tress. So you can tweak this style. Now, I didn't do anything to it other than just use a little bit of my normal maneuvers to create a little bit of contour at the top and continue to brush it away from the face to bring out the layering and frame the face in a way that suits me. So you can definitely tweak this. You could also add in a full bang or a shorter fringe if that were your preference as well. So before we move on to our unboxing of Oyster Gray, let's chat about this brand new color, Milkshake Blonde R. So the color code on this is a 12, a 19, a 23, and an 8 root. However, there's a little bit of a deeper color in there, giving it a little bit more dimension. So we're looking at a light brown in there, a light sandy brown, and then you're going to see it highlighted with a light ash blonde and then a very pale ash blonde, almost platinum. So both of those ash blondes on a neutral base are going to make this more neutral leaning cool, and then a medium brown root. And it does strike me as being very similar to the Butterbeer Blonde. And I'll be doing some comparisons of these new colors because I know it's so helpful to see them in perspective. Because if you like one, chances are you'll like another. And I feel like this is really close to that Butterbeer Blonde. Let's go ahead with our unboxing of Oyster Gray on Montecito. I can't wait to see this. I'm glad I ordered this in gray because I think this would be a very popular style in the grays. Now, this gray is not rooted. I believe it's a 5660 color code, which is just a light gray, more of a medium gray with some really light gray and white highlighting. So not rooted, and they used a white colored cap, which always makes that look better on an unrooted light gray like this. There it is in the box, no surprise here. So there it is right out of the box. Before I turn it inside out and apply it, I do want to talk to you about the inside of this cap. So this is Montecito, but this cap is going to look exactly like the other styles in that city collection. You're going to see an extended lace front. Now they call it ear to ear, but really it's an extended lace front that runs back through the ear tab on both sides. Gives you a nice natural look with no seams. And then a left monofilament side part. And what's unique about it is that it runs a little longer. So it goes back to the hind crown instead of stopping short. It's nicely contoured. I have to remark about the lace that they're using. It's a little soft, more soft. It's less shiny, less crinkly, and it has a finer grid to it. So that sets the stage for this beautiful fine fiber, which is going to give it a more natural looking hairline. A velvet line closed ear tab. The stays on this one are very long and very sturdy. So somebody asked me about the stays on this cap when I reviewed the Los Angeles, and what I discovered was that they're different. So the one on the Los Angeles doesn't have as large of a stay as this one does. So to answer the question, I don't think they're all alike, but they're very ample in coverage. You've got an extended nape and those beautiful wish list Velcro style adjusters. Okay, my experience with this cap so far is that it does run very similar to what Belle Tress the Belle Tress Cafe collection. So it fits average, it could stretch to average large. However, I am getting a really nice fit with my petite average circumference because of those Velcro adjusters. They just seem to be a little more secure and really helpful for my 21¼ inch. Okay, let's take a look. Gosh, is that beautiful. This reminds me a little bit of the coconut silver blonde in that cafe collection. So the 56 and 60 are going to see that medium gray, but it's a soft sandy gray. It's not a blue gray. So well done. And then you've got the light gray or the white highlights in there. So it's well blended. Evenly blended, I should say. It has some nice realistic dimension. Again, no root on this. So I'll go ahead and try it on for you without doing anything, and then I'll remove it, make some adjustments, and we'll continue our review. Okay, you can see it's still in its zigzag part there. Wow. I just love this style. Now I'm going at it, aren't I? Just making that contour, adjusting my parting space to give me the most flattering and comfortable look. Same beautiful layering. Strikes me how low density this is. So you can get an ear tuck effortlessly. I mean, and it stays. There's just no permatease. A light density. This is worth a look, guys. I highly recommend this beautiful Montecito. And if you love gray hair, you probably, like me, need readers. I think what the doctor explained to me is that I've never needed prescription glasses in my life, but as you age, the lens in the eye starts to stiffen and it doesn't react as well. So at that point, everybody becomes a little more farsighted, I think, is what they say. And I definitely need these readers. I call them cheaters. They fit beautifully between the ear and the ear tab on this style. So I'm just going to move this hair around for you so you can get a really good sense of it. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you soon right back here at Taz's Wig Closet.